Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. It's been an absolutely incredible couple of days in the AI world, and I've got some major updates that are going to change how we think about AI agents, productivity tools, and the entire landscape of artificial intelligence. Let's dive right in because Alibaba just dropped something massive yesterday that has everyone talking. They've launched the Tongyi Deep Research Agent. And this isn't just another AI chatbot. This is a complete open-source research powerhouse that's now available on GitHub and Hugging Face. What makes this special is that it's built on their Qwen 2.5 Max model with 100 billion parameters, and it can actually navigate the web autonomously, break down complex queries into smaller questions, and generate comprehensive reports with citations and visualizations. Think about what this means. Instead of you having to manually research topics across multiple sources, this agent can do all of that heavy lifting for you. It's targeting industries like finance, healthcare, and academia, and Alibaba is positioning this as their answer to tools like Grok and Perplexity. The fact that it's completely open source is huge because it democratizes access to advanced AI research capabilities. Speaking of productivity and automation, Notion just announced something that's going to revolutionize how we work with our digital workspaces. Their new AI agent can automate tasks across hundreds of pages in your Notion workspace. This isn't just about summarizing documents. We're talking about context-aware automation that can pull information from project boards, create workflows for team collaboration, and even consolidate meeting notes from multiple pages into single reports. What's fascinating is how this ties into a broader trend we're seeing. While Alibaba is democratizing research through open-source tools, Notion is embedding AI directly into the platforms we already use every day. And this brings us to another major development that's specifically targeting developers and product teams. Former Twitter head of product Kayvon Bikepour just launched Macroscope. And this is where things get really interesting for anyone working in software development. Macroscope uses generative AI to analyze code bases, summarize updates, identify bugs, and suggest optimizations. But here's the key difference from traditional tools. It provides natural language explanations of complex code changes. So instead of just flagging issues, it's explaining them in a way that both developers and non-technical stakeholders can understand. The company just raised $3.2 million in seed funding led by Kleiner Perkins, and they're currently in beta, with plans to expand to enterprise clients by early next year. What I find compelling about this is how it bridges that communication gap between technical and business teams. Now, while we're seeing all these software innovations, the hardware side of AI is equally important, and that's where NVIDIA and Supermicro come into play. They're hosting an exclusive private event in San Francisco next week focused on scaling enterprise AI infrastructure. We're talking about the latest H200 Tensor Core GPUs and liquid-cooled server systems, the backbone that makes all of these AI innovations possible. The fact that this event is completely off the record and private tells us just how competitive and strategic the AI hardware space has become. With the AI hardware market projected to reach $400 billion by 2030, these infrastructure decisions are absolutely critical. This hardware focus connects perfectly to what NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang shared in a recent Wired interview. He revealed his personal AI tool usage. He's using Google's image generator for presentations, Grok for research, Perplexity for fact-checking, and ChatGPT for drafting emails. What struck me about this is how naturally AI has integrated into executive workflows at the highest levels of the tech industry. Huang particularly praised what he called the artsy side of Grok, highlighting its creative capabilities. This gives us insight into how AI leaders are actually using these tools day to day, not just talking about them in theoretical terms. The democratization theme we started with, from Alibaba's open-source research agent to these personal use cases, is also playing out in the broader AI community. Thomas Wolfe, co-founder of Hugging Face, is speaking at TechCrunch Disrupt next month about open-source AI and moonshot projects. With over 1 million model repositories on their platform, Hugging Face has become the GitHub of machine learning. And Wolfe's perspective on how open-source tools compete with proprietary systems is going to be crucial to watch. All of these developments are happening against the backdrop of some really interesting economic trends. McKinsey just released data showing we're heading toward a shortage of over 100,000 wealth management advisors by 2034, and 57% of existing advisors are already using AI for portfolio analysis, client communication, and risk assessment. This connects to that massive $84 trillion wealth transfer to millennials and Gen Z that's happening right now. What's fascinating is seeing how AI adoption varies across different sectors and use cases. In wealth management, we're seeing AI fill gaps through automation, while human advisors remain crucial for trust-based relationships. In software development, AI is becoming a communication bridge. In research, it's becoming an autonomous agent. And in productivity tools, it's embedding directly into our existing workflows. The common thread through all of these stories is that AI isn't just advancing technologically, it's becoming more integrated, more accessible, and more practical. Whether we're talking about Alibaba's open-source research agent, Notion's workspace automation, or NVIDIA's infrastructure innovations, we're seeing AI move from experimental to essential. That's going to wrap up today's update. But before you go, I want to know, which of these developments do you think will have the biggest impact on how you work or research? Are you more excited about the open-source possibilities, the productivity automation, or the infrastructure improvements that make it all possible? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.